We first brought you this story last week, showed you the shocking video that was posted to social media, and so many of us have seen now.
Oh, goodness, yes. So court records show the person accused of recording the attacks is also charged, but not yet in custody.
New at 10, shocking video posted online shows a teen assaulting unsuspecting people at Wortham Park in Northwest Harris County.
So wait until you hear about this TikTok prank gone horribly wrong. And I want to make sure to be clear, this is not a prank, this is a crime. Meet 19-year-old Alfred Lewis, the mastermind behind this shocking TikTok prank that turned violent in Houston, Texas. Now, Lewis, along with his partner in crime, 18-year-old Kingston Miker, targeted innocent joggers in this park to get viral TikTok videos. And shockingly enough, he confessed to news outlets that he did this all for the fame.
Erica, 19-year-old Alfred Lewis told me he is the one on video punching people from behind. Violent attacks here at this park near Jersey Village. Tonight, we know the Harris County Sheriff's Office Violent Crimes Unit is investigating.
Now, on October 26 in Houston, Texas, Lewis, armed with a gun, orchestrated 2 separate assaults while his friend Miker captured it all on camera for TikTok. Now, first, Lewis he robbed a man of his iPhone worth about $1,000. Now, when the man refused, Lewis then asked him if he wanted to be shot in the foot, making it an aggravated assault and armed robbery, while his partner, Miker, filmed the bizarre incident. Take a look.
Court records show Lewis attempted to take a man's iPhone last Thursday at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon and got violent when he refused to hand it over, hitting him repeatedly and putting him in a chokehold. His former classmate, Kingston Miker, was behind the camera, according to court records, and pointed a gun at that man.
Doing this armed robbery once for TikTok wasn't enough. They needed more content. So Lewis struck again, this time blindsiding another man and laughing as both him and Miker filmed the event. They also threatened that guy with the gun, trying to steal his phone. Lewis escalates the situation and even wrestled with the guy, and again, sharing this experience on TikTok.
Lewis hit another man on the walking trail from behind, hitting him so hard that you can see something fly off the victim's head. He also started bleeding, according to court records. Records indicate that Lewis and Miker, who was once again alleged to be the one filming the incident, laughed. The second victim told deputies that he believes Lewis reached for a gun when he said he didn't find it funny.
Now, Lewis, who is 19, didn't believe he was doing anything wrong. That's insane. This kid didn't believe he was doing anything wrong and confessed to the whole thing to news organization. Listen to his confession.
You regret it?
Yes, I do.
19-year-old Alfred Lewis spoke with me about how he feels about it now.
You know, I just made a mistake, and everybody makes mistakes.
This is the video in question, first shared with KHOU 11 via the Nextdoor app. In it, you can clearly see Lewis striking a man in the head from behind before he turns around in shock.
I know, like, from the video, all you see is, like, the bad part about it, but what people didn't see was that I shook his hand after and how I had gave the man a hug.
That is something we cannot verify, nor can we confirm that another man seen in the video getting punched and grabbed later left on good terms, according to Lewis.
I really didn't expect for it to just go so left, you know?
I told Lewis that law enforcement is investigating the incident, something his mother and father were also aware of.
And your mom's probably disappointed.
Yeah, she is.
Lewis said the harsh reaction to the video will make him rethink his behavior and hopefully be a lesson for others.
Before you go out and you do anything that you feel is bad or that could look bad, make sure like people know or just don't do it at all.
Now, Lewis obviously got arrested after this disturbing video hit the wires, right? It was insane, but yeah, he got arrested.
Alfred Lewis was arrested Monday and charged with aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon and assault for 2 brutal attacks on seemingly unsuspecting men on the Wortham walking trail in Cypress. The state asked for a $75,000 bond on the aggravated robbery charge. The defense asked for $10,000. The judge ended up setting Lewis's bond at $10,000. Court records show Lewis attempted to take a man's iPhone last Thursday at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon and got violent when he refused to hand it over, hitting him repeatedly and putting him in a chokehold. His former classmate, Kingston Miker, was behind the camera, according to court records, and pointed a gun at that man.
And his accomplice, 18-year-old Miker, he also got arrested a few days later.
Arrested the second suspect involved in a violent social media prank. 18-year-old Kingston Meeker is accused of filming the incidents that took place at Wortham Park. Investigators say 19-year-old Alfred Lewis sucker punched two men and then pulled a gun on them. Both are charged with assault and aggravated robbery.
Now, these teens face serious charges. 99 years worth of serious charges. See, in the court document, Lewis and Mikers faced charges because these men were injured. And he threatened these innocent men with a gun. Their charges include 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, essentially armed robbery. Now, these charges can land the teens in jail from at least 5 years to 99 years. Remember, they didn't just rob somebody, they robbed them with a gun. Now, Miker is claiming it's innocent, saying, hey, I just was only filming it, but, you know, when you plan it, it's called conspiracy. They planned it and executed the plan, so it's conspiracy. But he says, hey, he's innocent. But prosecutors are going all in on this case to make an example out of the two. They want to send an example. They want to send a warning that if you commit armed robberies for views on TikTok, you will be giving up years of your life in a state prison. Here's what prosecutors said.
In one of the attacks, prosecutors say Lewis tried to rob the man of his cell phone at gunpoint and threatened to shoot him in the foot when he refused. They say Lewis then punched and choked the victim.
This man was out there doing what any citizen in Harris County would do when he was approached by these 2 males and robbed or attempted to be robbed at gunpoint.
In the other attack, prosecutors say Lewis is seen on video sucker punching a man in the back of the head. They say Lewis and his partner then laughed before running away.
They did this for fun. They posted it on social media, which is just simply unacceptable. And I felt, given the circumstances, that the bond needed to be raised.
Now, the DA asked for $75,000 in bond, but Lewis got $10,000 in bond for the armed robbery and armed assault. His former classmate Kingston is also facing the same charges, and their defense seems to be very simple. This was just a prank. It was a joke. Now, we are starting to see this happen more and more, where people are claiming that these outrage pranks are okay, even to the point of hurting people, because these men were physically hurt. One was bloodied. I honestly think the DA has no choice but to make an example out of these two. You don't want other young people trying to emulate what these people are doing. They're literally committing armed robberies for views. In what world is that acceptable? Let me just make it clear. These weren't pranks. These were crimes. But as always, tell me where I'm wrong in the comment section. Tell me what I missed and why you don't believe these 2 innocent young scholars should go to jail. I think they should at least do some serious years in prison. Maybe not 5 or 99, but we're talking about maybe a year to 2 or maybe even 3 years in prison, because what they did was so outrageous that I think there should be some precedent set. Now, being found convicted of major felonies is going to definitely hurt their long-term success in life. But, you know, do you give them a pass? I don't know. I think a felony count for the armed robberies is appropriate in this case. But again, let me know where I'm wrong in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that great YouTube stuff. My name is Nate the Lawyer, and I'll see you next one. Peace.